Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of You Haven't Seen That Podcast, or YHST for short. I'm Isaac.
I'm Melvin.
And I'm Carlos.
And we have guests with us, Rudy and Doug of the Hype Attack Podcast.
Woohoo!
Hello.
This is a show where we cover movies on the growing list of films that has people asking us the question, you haven't seen that? Go say it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I haven't done that in a while.
It's been a minute. If you're new here, if you haven't done so already, follow us on social media at
YHST Pod.
on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. And if you want to support us, we highly appreciate it. And, Carlos gets to eat, so you can do that on Venmo at.
YHST Pod.
Don't let me
you.
starve.
I mean it. So it's nice to have you nerds back. Combine forces and chug. See, I forget we're not on video. When I have we're in the Hype Attack Podcast, by the way.
You gotta describe it.
He
Doug was very quickly trying to drink
his eyes go
A golden can.
a lukewarm of Golden Road mango cart.
depression washing away.
We'll Stephen King the shit out of it.
Speaking of that, I don't know. We were talking about, technically we're talking about two movies, which we'll throw the second little clip that we recorded prior to this into it in just a moment. But Masters of the Universe and Scream 6. But mainly we are all talking
Scary
together.
movie.
What did I say? Scream? I said Scream.
6.
Scary movies. Sorry.
Retraction.
Oh my God. Scary movie 6. Before we do that, usually Carlos likes to kick it off with a little bit of either or. So let's go ahead and do that. Either or.
This or that.
My question to all of you at this table is, should animated shows / video games movie adaptations now embrace its true tone that it's based off from, or try to stick with a grounded tone?
Hype Attack,
Guys?
gentlemen. All right, he's still.
Doug is broken.
I'm sorry.
Video game adaptations.
I told him to make it concise. I was as good as that was going to get.
No. That's a very good question.
Hold on, maybe spew some shit and then you can have it. So it'll be much more learned and cohesive. There you go. Anyway, it's animated features especially should have absolutely kept the tone from the original games because it's an animated feature and they can actually do like the wild wacky stuff that happens in games. Like the Castlevania series, and these are all that was Adi Shankar, whatever. Castlevania, Devil May Cry. Damn it, he did another one. Or maybe it was just 3 seasons of Castlevania, but those are almost true to the original things, the original concepts, and they're really damn good. Like, I'm really enjoying season 2 of Devil May Cry. When you start trying to make grounded video game adaptations, it chaffs me.
Did you watch Mortal Kombat 2?
No.
Bro, you would have loved it. You saw it, right, Doug?
It was a movie.
Yeah. But I mean, in the realm of exactly what Carlos was asking of, just not making it grounded and having just a lot of fun and trying to encapsulate what that was. Maybe it doesn't completely entirely work as a movie, but to be I feel the vibe of the original thing. I mean, with something like Mortal Kombat 2.
Resident Evil, the live action movies, kind of gross. The whole animated series of movies that they did, pretty close to the original, and most of them are pretty good.
Yeah. I really don't think there's a reason to go the grounded route unless something really creative comes out of it. I'm drawing a blank on any good example of it. But for the most part, I think if you're trying to pull in the audience, the whole point of making an adaptation is you have an audience, and if you're trying to pull in that audience and then you just give them something different, not a good move.
I feel like it runs a risk of, and I'm looking at it here with the RT scores and stuff. So I think it will always run the risk of it's not a good movie, but the audience is going to be this is a fun watch. I don't need something that's going to, Masters of the Universe is not going to win an Oscar by any fucking means. But as far as going out and having just a grand theater experience that maybe, resonates with your childhood, like with Mortal Kombat. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Street Fighter to see what that's going to do. Cause that seems, per the trailers, that seems like it's doing that thing of fuck grounded. We're going balls to the walls. And that excites me in a way that the desk is hiding.
Sorry. The original Super Mario Brothers movie. That was a good example of a grounded movie based off the adaptation.
The original Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude.
Oh, yeah.
Another example.
True.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
Carlos.
Because lately we've been seeing how in comic book movies are now starting to embrace their comic accurate costumes, like with the X-Men, like for Deadpool Wolverine, they finally brought Wolverine's colorful costume. And then like with Street Fighter, at least in the trailers, we're seeing that they're having the accurate screen, like costumes, the wild tone. I know Street Fighter did have another movie, Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li, where they tried to make it grounded, but that movie was totally forgettable.
Watch it.
So, I mean, credit to the original one. I mean, it's not a good movie. It did try to do the video game stuff, but it still kind of kept trying to make it like realistic. It doesn't always work. And then with what we're about to talk about with Masters of the Universe, it totally embraces like what is like the source material, like with all the wackiness, the crazy character designs. I mean, I'll save it to when we touch the
Save
movie.
it, Carlos, because I think you have to have somebody that embraces, is able to then deliver like a stylized thing.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it's like, yes, this is a feel of that old thing, but it still needs to have its own style. You know what I mean? To deliver said vibe, and that I think is really tricky, and you need the correct directors. And now that we can move into Masters of the Universe in a second, I personally think that this director did it, because this director, Carlos probably knows the director's name at the top of his
Travis
head.
Knight?
That he
What was his rapper
I'm
name?
Carlos.
his what?
His rapper name?
Sorry, I was taking a swig.
K9.
Chili Tea or something like that?
But he did like, these are really stylized movies like Kubo and the Two Strings,
Bumblebee.
Paranorman.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Yeah, that one where it was, I even said, I go, that is the movie that Transformers should have been like, with that sort of vibe. And so I feel like he knocked it out of the park with Masters of the Universe, although the box office say otherwise, which we'll get into that in a second. But before we get into Masters of the Universe, real quick, here's a little, 5-minute snippet of me, Alvin, Carlos talking about not Scream 6, Scary Movie 6. I haven't had my tea yet. So here you go. Hey everybody, we didn't want to waste anybody's time, so here we are, just quickly talking about Scary Movie 6, also called Scary Movie.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I'll throw it to you guys first, Alva and Carlos. What were your expectations for this movie? Have you seen the previous movies?
I thought it was going to be funnier. I thought it was going to be more on the... They kept hyping it up with the... We're going to make it so offensive. I saw it. Where was the offense? Was I supposed to be offended at the now legal weed jokes?
Yeah, that's what it didn't end up not working.
So, I don't know. Are you offending me by not being funny at this moment?
Carlos?
If anything, I was offended that they held back. They were definitely pulling their punches. I mean, again, hyping up that you brought back the Wayans brothers as creatives on this. Although it kind of made sense that they didn't direct this. So I'm like, okay, that explains why this was a letdown, essentially. I did get a couple laughs. I will admit that. But there were a lot of the times where I just kind of sat there. I'm like, nah, that's not funny.
Dude, I was very excited. I mean, I'm even wearing like, Ghostface, technically a Ghostface, mask, shirt, whatever, Hawaiian thing. And, I had all the expectations, I had all the hopes. I really loved the trailer. I thought, dude, we're back. I was like back in this thing 1,000%. And the movie proceeds and it starts off relatively strong. I mean, it's, the opening things are just like any other actual horror film. There's that hook of the intro. And then it was just a very low plateau from there. And I don't know if it was, not that I don't know. I felt it like it was a matter of bad timing. It was a matter of, bad execution, delivery from like the newbies who are doing more like really cringy, just twisty faces. And they think like, this is funny. And as far as like the writing of the jokes, I mean, the substance of the jokes were there, but the setups to whatever it was all punchline, no setup, so there's no zigging or zagging. It's just a thing that leads to nothing. And you go, well, I guess they just did it to do it and throw it away. And there was the audience that we saw it with at the AMC in La Puente was not forgiving. They didn't give any pity laughs. So it was like quiet most of the time. And there was, I think like 3 solid laughs.
Yeah. I forced one laugh, maybe 2, just to be like, you guys tried. It kind of makes sense. It was directed by a white man.
Oh,
A white man.
A white man.
Wonder White.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm looking through the comments of people talking about it, and it's all over the place of like, oh, I really liked it. It's the best one of all, or some people, calling it out for like it sucking absolute ass.
It could have been more offensive. You're going to hype this movie to be offensive, whereas.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is like, it's not that okay, just like with stand up, right? Yes, the subject matter is an offensive thing, but you just have to build the joke around it so that it is still funny. Mm-hmm. Anything can be offensive. You could be like a really milquetoast kind of joke, but if you're not setting it up and making the audience like, zig and zag and taking them along a journey, then it just doesn't land. It's just there was just bullshit punchline after bullshit punchline. And then the last like 10 minutes of it was all like heavy meta commentary about how the Wayans were pushed out of it and scolding Anna Faris and Regina Hall.
You know what it was? It was Paramount saying, hey, let us have this hour 15, you get the last 10 minutes because we're funding you and we're Paramount and Miramax is under Paramount. So we don't care what you say. We're going to tell you what to do.
That makes a lot of sense. I can't suggest this movie to anybody. Even if you do love the franchise, it was a very tough watch. It was rough.
Yeah. For me, I stick to the first 3 movies. Those first 3 are like, I enjoy it. The third one, even though they did step down from R-rated humor to PG-13, I still found a lot of joy in the third one. By the fourth one, I was out.
I know where your humor lies. The big laughs out of you, Carlos, was anything genitalia related.
Are you trying to tell us something, Carlos?
No.
He just loves good dick and fart humor.
Yeah, those are safe, old and reliable jokes right there.
All right, so let's not let this run too long. So let's quickly go around. Just a quick guessing game. What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes scores were?
For audience, I think they'll probably give it a 50, but critics, 20%.
Alva?
Critics, I give it a 22. Audience, I'm going to go with 40.
Carlos is pretty close. It's a 25% from critics and 70% for audience. So fresh for the audience. I don't know. I really thought that was going to hit a lot lower, just with the strong commentary and everything. Any last words about this other than telling people not to see it?
No, don't see it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Skip it.
See Passenger instead.
Yeah, well, I can't
The
recommend
movie
that either.
that almost made you walk out.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
back to our regular programming.
Okay, bye.
Ladies.
And there it was. Reviews, huh? Great stuff. Yeah.
Well, we didn't disappear for a while.
Imagination.
We've been here the whole time.
Okay, now we can get into it. So first and foremost, for actually you guys, I know Alva probably not because you didn't watch a lot of television as a kid.
What are you talking
You were
about?
a sheltered kid.
I didn't play video games. I watched TV.
Should I go to the laundry?
Shame on you.
So you did watch He-Man?
Yes.
You don't know your own wife,
I
man?
do. Yeah, I remember He-Man.
He-Man, woman hater over here.
You guys grew up with Masters of the Universe toys show.
Well, Rudy and I talked about this right after we got out of the theater, and I think the original cartoon came out in like 83, and it was done by like 85 or 86 or something like that. So I would have been like 1 to like 4. Rudy's a bit older than me, a little bit. So he might.
I love how every fucking podcast that comes up.
I wasn't going to say
you
it
old
this time.
bastard.
This
I
was
wasn't
very-
going to say it this
No,
time.
it's
This was very specific because
Fine.
I'll let you respond. But the reason I say that is because He-Man is always lumped in with 80s cartoons because it is an 80s cartoon. And I grew up in the 80s, but I was really young at the beginning of the 80s. And I want to say like I watched He-Man and stuff, but like looking back at it, trying to think about it, I don't know if I actually did. I don't know if I might have had some of the toys, but I certainly had Thundercats. I certainly had G.I. Joe's, Ninja Turtles. But He-Man is one that I feel like maybe my friends had the toys or something like that. Because it's certainly like watching that movie, I was just like, I don't really remember much of this beyond like the memes and like the occasional like references that I see regarding like 80s pop culture.
Yeah, I wasn't really like precious about them getting anything correct because I also didn't grow up with He-Man. I was peripherally aware of it. When the show rebooted in the early 2000s, I watched a little bit here and there, mainly because like my brother, when he's
That was Kevin Smith's reboot, right?
is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched that.
Yeah, my brother is Rudy's age, and so he grew up with He-Man, and so he's like, oh, you got to check this out, and it had its own flavor to it, but I wasn't so precious about like this movie better get all the things right. I just wanted to watch a fun movie and see where they were going to go as far as like being able to capture some of that 80s stuff and how crazy they were going to go. Because just based off of the trailer, I had no idea what the vibe was going to be. But Rudy, so you grew up with He-Man?
I did. I vividly remember having the actual like the big Castle Grayskull playset with the jet that looked like a hawk and some of the action figures. It's like the only thing I want to say collected that was bought for me when I was a kid. Like that was the set. Like I had that set. I wore that set into the damn ground. Like I remember watching the cartoons for that one, like G.I. Joe, Thundercats, Silverhawks, all the other ones. Like I was peripherally aware of. Like I watched some of them. But I specifically remember He-Man, and then watching the movie, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I remember all that." It's like buried childhood trauma bubbling back to the surface.
So then, overall, did you feel like this movie respected your childhood? Do you think it shat on it?
It got the cartoon right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did the cartoon have 30,000 dick jokes?
let's get into it.
It got the tone of the cartoon right, and of course, they just added the '80s to it, like everything about the '80s.
Dude, I think that is all thanks to them actually having fucking Brian May, lead guitarist of Queen, just shredding throughout the movie. I was like, this is fucking soundtrack's amazing. Like, oh, and then credits Brian May. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, that's the way to do it. There's no one else.
It was one of the few movies I've watched where like halfway through and then maybe like 3/4 of the way through, I was like, man, the soundtrack, good on them. Good on them.
All right, so the movie starts off scene for scene. No, the movie starts off in a way that it like set the tone. You know what I mean? So like no matter what the trailers were possibly trying to sell you and what maybe you had in your head, it kicks off and it's immediately silly. You got that narrating thing, and then it's like bam, with him telling the story, and you're like, okay, we're hitting some comedy beats. The fear of that is that it goes into like a Thor Love and Thunder kind of thing where it's like, a joke per minute and it's just overly done, eye-rolly stuff. As far as the jokes are concerned, I think that there's a lot of moments where they went for the joke as opposed to like letting a cool moment happen, where I could picture you, Doug, eye-rolling in a handful of moments.
I almost screamed at the goddamn hops on a vehicle. I'm going to go. And it goes reverse.
What was it?
He hopped on the cycle. And it went reverse instead of forward.
Yeah,
and I get it. I get it.
Straight
There's
back.
some kid that's seeing that joke for the first time and is going to laugh his little ass off. But it's so overdone at this point for me.
Yeah, it definitely had a lot of that MCU humor where it tried to have some sentimental moment, and then you have to end it with a joke. You have to have a funny scene end it. And I didn't expect the amount of sexual innuendos in this movie. Well, for this being a kids movie,
Really surprised at that.
Can I just say,
Please.
I don't know how many people who listen to this also listen to the Hype Attack.
Shout
But
out
the
in the comments.
Hype Attack is 98% dick jokes. This movie absolutely obliterated our podcast. The amount of dick jokes in this thing made me blush. And I'm a dark man.
I told Rudy on the way into the theater, I saw some guy like on his knees looking for something in his car. And my brain is so just destroyed where I'm just like, oh, he's sucking a dick. He's on his knees. Like, that's just where my brain goes. And still, this movie, I was like, damn, Jesus, there's a lot of dick jokes in this. A lot of innuendos.
a lot of fisto jokes.
Yeah.
This movie had like more surprising and blushing genitalia jokes than Scary Movie, not Scream. Scary Movie did.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
Definitely.
Blown away. I mean, if this is a movie, because I have a friend, shout out Philip, who listens to this, who's a big fan of He-Man of the Masters of the Universe, and he's introduced his son to it. And if I remember, Philip's son is not really of the age to be able to get some of those innuendo jokes. So I'm trying to think, like, were the jokes hidden enough where he can just be like, Dad, what's that? And not be like, is he talking about what's fisting? But wow, they really leaned into the head jokes, the fisting jokes, and then having the long, thick sword
Dangling. Yeah.
Glorious thighs.
Dangling steel.
I did not
between your
mind.
thighs.
I'm great. I'm all for it. Actually, I think the first time we see Skeletor on the big screen, I was just like, God damn, these books have corrupted my mind.
Do you feel like it was appropriate? Like, would you be able to take Riley? Do you like, let's have fun with this popcorn movie.
We could take Riley. Don't tell anybody. We could take Riley because we cuss like sailors in front of her. Like she's been introduced to things we probably shouldn't have. She wouldn't necessarily get any of these jokes, but she wouldn't be like, "What does that mean?" She'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna find this out later."
But you wouldn't be the cool uncle and aunt if you didn't do that.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was hidden enough?
What do you mean?
The jokes in the movie, the dick jokes,
it was
the fisting jokes.
This was a solid movie.
All right, I'm not, no argument here.
Well, like you had mentioned that this is a movie for kids, but like at some point I was like, is this movie for kids or is this a movie for 45-year-olds that just want to relive their childhood for a bit?
A little bit of both.
I kept going back and forth on that.
47.
Yeah. Did you get?
You're that old?
Fuck off.
Well, speaking of which, like, did you have fun watching the movie? Like, was there a moment where you go, okay, I got to take myself out of, it being an actual movie and just being something where it's like, I can tell that they optimized all the fun. You can tell they have fun on set with the jokes that they threw in there. I mean, we'll get into Skeletor in a minute, but, like, I don't know. I feel like that tone and that pacing hit. Did you end up having fun with it, Doug? I
had fun, but I feel like I've seen this movie 100 times.
Yeah. I could say that too. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm feeling. Cause like I walked out of there and I was like, that was a movie. I was entertained, but I was also kind of over it. Like halfway through it, I was like, like it had its point. Like, especially when he does his first transformation in the castle and like, I got chills. I was like, oh shit. He did that really well.
Right.
But I was just like, maybe I have seen this movie 10,000 times before.
Well, I didn't really grow up watching the animated shows, so I went into this not knowing more than the bare basics of the lore. Pretty easy to follow through. I had fun watching this fun adventure movie. Reminded me a lot of Thor Ragnarok more than anything, with all like the colors and the score and everything. But yeah, I walked away pretty pleased with this. I'm not being a He-Man fan.
Yeah, speaking of the color, like people have always been complaining like with what the fuck is the Wicked, right? They're like, oh, everything's all like undersaturated and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, here's Masters of the Universe. Just a full, smattering of color. And it like almost, not that He-Man was it a comic? Was it ever a comic at one point? But
I'm sure someone released a comic.
It just felt like that kind of thing where it's like, yeah, it needs this like pop of color, to make it. I mean, it's not that I lived in the 80s, but it felt like something completely ripped from the 80s, minus steroids.
Visually, it was very impressive.
Yeah.
It's
crazy how good everything about the movie is. Like all the components made up like a good movie. But I don't know. Like I can't describe it. It didn't leave me wanting more. It made me. I guess I'm just fatigued for
totally
nostalgia. Like they're just digging in the box and digging in the box and like, can we get something new now?
I'm with you on that. I mean, I don't know if it was the nostalgia necessarily for me that made me kind of. At one point I was ready for it. I don't know if I was just tired or if I had to pee. I was ready for it to end, which has been a long time since I really felt that in a movie. I think it's really just the jokes. I was thinking about it, the Orville, right? The parody of Star Trek. Mm-hmm. And one of the bits of the Orville, at least in the first seasons, I know eventually it took itself more seriously and became like an actual sci-fi thing. But one of the bits in the Orville was like, hey, this is Star Trek, but the crew is going to talk to each other like everyday people talk to each other, right? Like anyone in a coworker environment talks to each other and makes these kind of dick jokes constantly. That worked in the Orville because it's a parody. But I feel like that bit has been extended into MCU, especially Guardians of the Galaxy is what comes to mind. But like a lot of action movies take that bit of like, yeah, this is a crew working together and they're gonna like joke and tell like, but realistically, like I obviously make a lot of those kind of jokes at work, but part of my job is very dangerous at points, right? Like we can electrocute ourselves, we can blow shit up and stuff like that. When we're doing that, those jokes stop. Like I don't continue to make dick jokes as we're like near 12,000 volt lines and shit like that. Like, and so these people like fighting to save the world and like swords and guns are shooting at them, continuing to make those dick jokes. It like, and again, it's in every movie now. Like it's just it's part of the formula. And I think that's what I'm getting tired of. Like you can have one character that could be the comic relief or something like that. But like the action sequence towards the end when they're all kind of rushing in, it was so beat for beat like something I've seen before. Like I could direct that scene now perfectly. You got the camera that kind of follows along. You zoom in, someone says a joke, you swoop around, and someone's like shooting with their guns out, and they make a joke, and then you pan to more bad guys walking in like this. Like it's just too formulaic.
So as far as like then like the fight scenes, how'd you feel about that? Because I thought it didn't feel like it was necessarily unique, but like I had fun with like the speed ramping combined with a little touch of visual effects combined with like moments that it felt like a splash page just to go like, yeah, this glistening bot looks like wham, slow motion. And then as far as like the actual fighting itself, like, you know, I'm just going more on a technical component. Like, you know, it isn't like your Star Wars, your original Star Wars of like shkeen, but people are like really moving and grooving, and it felt like a fun, you know, choreography where I'm like, oh, that's mainly saying like those stuntmen took some hard fucking hits, you know, where I'm going, ooh, even though I know it's a movie and they're okay, but you know for a fact like that they had to sell the shit out of that. I don't know. I feel like the fight scenes were a lot of fun.
Same here. At least they didn't do like too many like quick cuts or that fighting style where like everything's so zoomed in you can't make shit out. So at least
like
it was
flurry of hands.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, it was pretty easy to follow. I didn't have any problems with the fight scenes.
There was a scene towards the end when He-Man lost his sword or dropped his sword. I don't know. And he started throwing punches. That to me was pretty cool. I think I appreciated that he was like, I don't know, the way they shot that, the sound of those punches landing on Skeletor sounded really, really good. The sword play, I don't know. I guess I'm getting a little tired of like non-lethal sword play, like the choreography of it all. Like, I mean, I still go back to like, you brought up Star Wars. Like, I know Phantom Menace, Duel of the Fates is an amazing sword, but it is still very choreographed and it's more of a dance than an actual sword fight. And so I feel like that's the thing. Like, He-Man's got a sword, and it's like seems weird to see him not just like hacking limbs off and like stabbing people pretty quickly.
Half,
Yeah.
All right, I want to move on to then talk about specific characters. Well, in sort of like a general nutshell, there was this meta level of comedy when it came to sort of explaining like the names of the characters.
I loved that.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like on the fence about it, and when they lean into like, yeah, he was a dumb 10-year-old kid and he remembered these heroes, and of course you might have named it differently because they didn't have these goofy names like Mechanic or
Ram Man.
80s was a wild time, man.
That's my name for Rudy.
Fisto. Oh, I fist people.
Do we even? I don't think in the movie we ever find out most of their actual names. That's just
No,
all we
I think
know
they're,
is
like,
just
on
the
the
names
credits.
Adam gives them.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty funny that they never actually just reveal it.
Jared Leto, surprised to say, was perfect as like voice in Skeletor. I know like the writing's in there. I don't know how much he improv. Of course, reports have been said. I think the director said, yeah. He was leaning into the villain aspect of it and scaring cast members. Seems to be like a Jared Leto thing. Did it work for you guys? Did he work for you guys as Skeletor?
Yes, I did like him as Skeletor. Like I didn't look at him like that's Jared Leto trying to play Skeletor. Like, oh, this is Skeletor. Cool.
Yeah.
100%.
Honestly, I don't think anybody would have ever known that was Jared Leto. They could have just gone.
No.
There were moments I got a little bit of like Bane off of him, you know,
a little bit.
Where he's talking, yeah. But man, I was almost afraid that he was gonna go into like that high Skeletor voice that.
Until we meet again, He-Man.
Until we meet again.
He was fucking scary though. Like there was the moments he's funny, and I go, okay, this is silly, and I love that the sort of dream sequence towards like the later part of it where he gets to be very like really comical, you know.
Yeah.
But
In a suit?
The Jim,
Or the shirt and tie, at
Jim
least.
Bro
Jim.
Skeletor is my favorite.
Lifting
Yes.
weights.
so goddamn good. But he sold being able to be scary as shit and then lean into the sort of maniacal villain and then lean into just meta level comedy where people are still kind of afraid of him. And if you think like, oh, that's a moment where he's kind of playful and then he just fucking grabs your neck, you know, that's good. It surprised the shit out of me. I think that was like, I honestly think that was the best part of the movie. I never thought I would say that about a Jared Leto led thing or whatever, but
After the last several movies he's made.
Yeah. That's why after we were walking to the car, I was like, there is something really wrong with me that I like that character a little bit too much.
this is how he gets people into his cult, allegedly. And let's keep talking about bodies. Nicholas Galitzine as Adam/He-Man. Did it work for you guys?
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
He's fine as the character. I thought they were going to get a little bit more,
Macho.
yeah, when they did his transformation, but I bought it.
The fucking funniest thing about his character was that they're trying to hide his build.
Yeah.
And it's the only time they really let you know that is when he transforms and then he's scrawny and then gets buff. I'm like, what? No. There's no hiding that. I feel like they should have did something in visual effects to make him a little bit thinner. They didn't need to be Steve Rogers.
It absolutely looked like he was trying to do the Clark Kent where like he was like kind of like bringing his arms in and like slouching the whole time. And then like, oh, I'm He-Man.
Like maybe his clothes needed to be a little bit baggier than what it was because everything is pink shirt and everything was already like tight fitting.
Yeah, it's like you're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, Nick.
It's okay.
I see that bod. I see that bod underneath there.
I see it.
Yeah, they do make him out as like a pushover in the beginning, like he's out of his element. But I guess he does come into his own as he embraces his power as He-Man.
Yeah, I'm just happy they didn't make him like a bleach blonde, super almost white hair where it would take you out. Instead, I'm like, okay, kind of goes with you, I guess.
I thought it was perfectly fine. I mean, like he knocked out the comedic moments, like the overly done comedic moments, and I think I wanted him to be a little bit more like once he sort of figures himself out after spoiler alert, by the way, his father dies, and then becomes a little bit more serious. There are those moments where like as he's He-Man and he's just kind of like a kid wielding that power, he's just goofing off, and I felt like I wanted him to be a little bit more serious in those moments. But as far like as his build, because people can't stop talking about how, oh no, we needed like the 80s, Dolph Lundgren kind of thing. And to that I say, yeah, this is what a natural build looks like without being on steroids and shit like that. So I think that's as good as you're going to get because I think prior to this, he was a pretty scrappy guy, and sure, maybe in the future, if they do another one, he can get a little bit more shredded and bigger. But I don't know. I think it worked. You throw a tan on that thing and throw some oil. Some baby oil.
If they like CGI'd up his body to be more cartoon accurate, I think just would have looked funny.
Yeah, and
They
then
could have done like saline injections.
there would have been some complaints, but I think this is one of those movies overall that like people are gonna love certain parts. I mean, I certainly loved a handful of parts of it, maybe like 80% of it, and then the parts that we were critiquing definitely didn't land. I can't say it's a perfect movie, but I also can't say that I didn't have a shitload of fun from soup to nuts.
I think if this movie had come out like 10, 15 years ago, I would have really enjoyed it.
Because it would have done that like cut style sooner than all these other ones have done.
Yeah, like it just seems like okay, we have this formula to make it funny and whatever, so let's follow that because all these other movies have done millions doing that.
Do you guys think this will have any sort of cultural impact?
Great question.
Will there be cosplayers at Comic-Con this year?
Yep.
I believe so.
Oh yeah.
You think kids or even adults are rushing out to buy toys?
Probably.
And
I'll post it.
Product placement.
even before the movie came out, like I work in retail and I work in a toy department, and just the amount of collectors that come around every time something new drops from any of the old classics, Thundercats, G.I. Joe, He-Man, like they just come in like armfuls, like they're already like leaving with that stuff. So like I imagine as soon as all these toys start getting in circulation, like it's gonna take off like it has. The collectors will push it, and then the kids will be like, "Oh, look at this! This is cool."
I mean, I guess it works. Yeah.
I mean, they really tried to do their best to set up like a whole series run. These movies
they had where
sequels and spin-offs.
How you're supposed to properly use post credits stuff, and setting up She-Ra and having what the hell's his name? Orko. Yeah. Would you watch a sequel if it was in the style like this?
Yes.
Well, it ended with him answering like a distress call, right, to the avians or something like that. And like I was more interested in that. I think maybe it was just the origin story or something that I just didn't need.
Origin stories are played out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's like I don't remember the origin of He-Man, but it's like I don't know. He's got a sword and he says the thing and he gets powerful. Like I don't know if I need it all. And so, like him going off on an adventure to save some people is like I'm interested in that. So to answer your question, yeah, I would probably go watch the sequel.
Per what you were saying though, like you watch this and you go, well, I've seen that story beat done. The prodigal son coming back home, the activating the magic item with some words. But then you think about like when this thing came out, and it felt like all these other things after that pulled from this. It just took 3 30 years or whatever. I don't know the math on it, to then come out with like another thing. And I mean, it's weird that now they're doing a Masters of the Universe when the first one came, the first live action came out in 87. Like there wasn't this, it's been, the franchise has been continuing in shows and a series and things like that. And for them to just go, we're doing this, here we go, felt a little bit out of the blue.
Yeah. I mean, other than the Kevin Smith reboot stuff, He-Man hasn't had much cultural significance other than that commercial.
There's just not a place for oiled up, beefed up
karaoke
white.
commercial.
I remember that karaoke commercial.
Yeah.
Or those Skeletor memes where he comes out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
says
I guess
something
the meme-
and
yeah.
then he just like runs away until we meet again.
And
Yeah.
of course, the very famous Four Non-Blondes animated thing, which they lean into this. They have the song playing with his first fight scene with Beast Man or whatever.
Yeah.
I wanted to be mad that they did it because I'm like, but then I kind of want them to do it. I mean, not that he sang the song, but to actually have it playing, it's like, Leonardo DiCaprio point and whistle thing, like they're doing the thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was heavy-handed. Some of it was clever. Some of it was silly. Love it or hate it. I don't know. I'm excited for anything else that might come out.
Yeah, I'd see a sequel to this. If
If it's
it
not-
ever happens.
We'll
If
see
it's
a
not us and our
sequel.
sexuality coming out. All right, so let's go ahead and put a number on it with a little segment that I so non-cleverly call IHSD Gets Fresh. Usually we all alternate in giving the Rotten Tomato critic and audience score as well as our own personal ratings on the aforementioned movies from 0 to 100, from 0 to 100, 59 and below being rotten, 16 and above being fresh. I'm going to do something a little bit differently where I'm going to go 3 times around the table. We're going to start with your personal ratings and then guess on critic score. And then, Jesus Christ, this thing continues on.
Oh my god.
I never heard that
Yeah.
part before.
So we'll start with your personal ratings. Doug, what do you give it?
No pressure.
I'll cut this for time.
Like a 68,
Okay.
right in between the two fun numbers.
I'll give it a 77.
I will give it an 89.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I give it an 85.
Yeah, I'll probably sit with an 85. Yeah. Critics, what do you think critics gave it?
54.
I'll say 70.
I'm gonna say with high numbers, 90. Why not?
Okay.
I think 80.
Critics gave this a 67%.
Oh,
Just above fresh. Yeah. Good luck for now on video. And lastly, what do you think audiences gave it?
86.
I'll say 83.
85.
70.
Really?
Yeah.
88.
88.
Oh.
Audiences loved it at an 88%. And we usually don't talk a lot about like box office, but so this opening weekend we had Scary Movie and Masters of the Universe. Scary Movie beat out Masters of the Universe with $105 million globally, 55 mil domestically, with Masters of the Universe doing 30 million domestically and 54 mil worldwide, which is surprising because as you all heard, who are listening to the show and not here because they haven't heard us do a little snippet, we didn't like Scary Movie. It was bad.
Yeah, but we haven't had a comedy in the theaters in a long time, I don't think. Right?
Naked Gun knocked it out of the
What was
park.
that, like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
No, Naked Gun was this
No,
past
no,
I
summer.
was
Yeah,
exaggerating.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was exaggerating. I'm so sorry.
Fact check.
Time
Alba,
moves
you
differently
need
when
a
you're
fact
older.
check.
I was absolutely entertained by that.
But my point is, I think general audience, especially the younger audience, craves comedy in the theater.
And we didn't get it.
Yeah, we just don't get it. So.
No. But I
Oh,
mean,
we
like,
still don't
with
get
this,
it.
no,
Yeah,
with
that's
this
what I
movie,
heard.
we didn't get it. It was bad. It didn't land. Well, you listen
Yeah.
back and hear all that stuff. And of course, I usually like to end these things with a little bit of trivia. So this is going to be Doug versus Rudy. Are you
Dun, dun, dun.
ready?
Sure. Do I have to take my shirt off?
Yes, you do.
And
All
you
right.
need to draw swords as well.
In front of you, you have a whiteboard, so you're going to write down your answer, and you're going to reveal it after.
It's more like a dagger.
Show her.
Claymore for me.
Ready?
That's like a morning star.
Okay, kicking it off.
Do I have to spell correctly?
No. All right.
Yes.
Question number 1.
Let's keep confusing them.
What came first?
A.
The cart me. The cartoon or the toys? Bonus. What year did each come out?
Trick question.
Do you guys have the copyright for that?
No, we have a. No, what do we have?
That's why I switched it up a bit, and then you.
Oh,
That's like trivia music.
You did like the Vanilla Ice thing.
Yeah.
No, there goes do 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 do, and ours goes do.
Hey man,
do,
don't
do.
be reporting us for copyright infringement.
Sorry,
we don't
sorry.
need that. We can't afford it.
Yeah.
Doug, with your answer.
Cartoon 83.
Cartoon 83. Rudy?
Cartoon 83.
Yeah, that would be Cartoon 83. No,
Wrong.
sorry. That'd
No.
be Toys.
It's Toys.
Toys came out first.
In 82.
In 83 or 82?
Toys came out in 82. Cartoon came out in 83.
Nice.
So.
So the toys were first. Interesting.
Toys
Yeah.
were first.
I was blown
I
away
did
by that little
appreciate.
fun fact.
I mean, I know this movie was just
Had-
based off all those old toys,
had
but
absolutely
I
no idea.
appreciate how much those old toys just really feel like a 12-year-old doodling, like in class. I love that kind of aesthetic, and so I thought that was really
That's what I felt right with like Adam, as a 10-year-old naming the drawing him up.
all that was like pretty perfect in that world building.
Question number 2. Who plays Skeletor in the 1987 live-action movie? It was a deep cut. Doug opts out.
There you go. Frank Langella?
Frank Langella is correct. All right, question number 3. What color was He-Man's loincloth in the 1987 live-action movie?
Oh, scheiße.
I wrote this question, by the way.
I'm just gonna
Just think
Guess
back
the
to
color.
Dolph Lundgren's oiled up muscles.
Dark brown.
Write it down.
Write your
it
answers
down.
down, good sirs.
Doug,
blue.
Rudy,
Dark brown.
you were both incorrect. He wasn't wearing a loincloth, just a Speedo.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Just a Speedo.
Speedo and straps.
I went back. Yeah, I went back to looking at that. I go, it's just disturbing.
I
Loincloth.
actually watched the Dolph Lundgren movie before we came here. I'm like, wow, they didn't give him a loincloth. It's just Speedos.
That's such a like. Why
That's
would
like
you make
It's
that?
like a Stardust thing with Sean Connery, minus the body hair. Deep cut reference.
All right, question number 4. What planet is Queen Marlena from? Answers.
Earth.
Earth.
Yeah.
The Earth. That is an
Earth.
easy one. There you go. Earth. Question number 5.
What on earth the kid?
We all know Dolph Lundgren portrays He-Man in the 1987 live action, but who was he voiced by in the 80s show? I really wanted to do like a lot of like year-centered questions, but I think you would
I
kick
would
me in the
have
balls.
walked out.
I'd probably do better with years than voice actors. I apologize.
Anybody?
No.
Doug does not know. Rudy does not know. That is Mr. John Irwin. And just a little fun fact in case nobody knew.
Mr. Nobody.
How dare you? He voiced He-Man in the 1980s.
And then what?
Question number 6.
52 Comic-Con appearances.
Consecutive.
Question number 6. What does He-Man say in order to change back to Prince Adam?
Oh. Oh shit.
That is incorrect.
Oh, shit!
That's when he's constipated.
They could have said that in the movie. It would have fit the humor.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my question, by the way. So let's see how you do.
Answers?
I came. I don't know.
Doug does not know. Rudy, you have the power is to become He-Man. To return, it's let the power return.
It's very much there.
Whatever.
I have the
power
power
return.
is to do that. And then when he gets it back, he says, now you have the power.
Question number 7. What year was the cartoon rebooted on Cartoon Network?
We believe in you, Doug.
Thank you.
Believe in the heart of cards.
I don't get that often.
Answers, please. Ooh, way off, Douglas. 97. No,
No.
2002.
Yeah.
That was that long ago.
Oh, closer.
I was 12. Hey, Rudy, I was 12 years old. All right. Now, so I didn't want to just make this a He-Man center thing, but in the realm of 80s TV cartoons and TV shows, here's a couple of those questions. Question number 8. What did the G.I. Joe character say at the end of each episode?
Plural.
Is it like the end of the episode or like the little morality plays they have at the end that you're talking about?
I'm going to go with that. Yes,
Oh.
because looking at the answer, yes. I wrote this question.
Damn it, Isaac. You should have been more prepared to be questioned.
Shut up! You didn't even put any questions in. You fucking
It was
asshole.
a group effort. Where was your effort,
Where
Carlos?
were you? Huh? Grooming your eyebrows? I'll cut all this out. It felt really mean. I love you. I mean it.
Keep it in.
Hey, I embrace my caterpillar eyebrows, okay?
All right.
Go Joe.
Gojo is not correct. Rudy, knowing is half the battle. So
No.
close it is. Now you
now
know.
you know.
Now
Didn't
you
they say
know.
Go Joe?
Battle.
No.
Now
I guess-
you know.
I think
Go
the last-
And then
Joe.
it goes
fuck.
G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah, G.I. Joe. So.
If I'm wrong, I mean, his
Fuck
points are
off. I just
His points are all for nothing.
I had half of it.
Yeah, three
I
more
didn't know
questions.
you wanted the whole thing.
3 more questions. Question number 9. Mum Ra is the main villain. What is the name of the cartoon?
This is also a question I came up with.
Okay, Mrs. Credits, relax.
You see why I chose not to partake? Because
Shut
then
up, Carlos.
everyone was going to fight over it.
Doug. Rudy. Thundercats. Thundercats is absolutely correct.
I was
been
writing
mad.
Thundercut, and then
Excuse me?
said it was her question. I'm like, no. Let me go straight with this one.
Okay, in the
I would have taken Thundercut.
in the animated series Dungeons and Dragons, what was the name of the evil wizard who often appeared on a winged horse? Doug, you're not writing. I wrote this one for you.
I don't think I watched that.
Rudy, nothing. All right, Venger. Venger was the answer. So I just wanted to get some
good
questions in there. All right, last question. In Thundercats, what did Lionel say in order to activate his sword's power of long distance vision?
Get the whole thing, or just
Give me a second.
You know what? Hold on, wait. Oh, let's do this. I feel like you guys know it. On 3, both of you say it at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
give me sight beyond sight.
So
Insert thunder noise. A boom.
Followed by yeah, that's perfect.
Why do I do this? It's so torturous to everybody. All right, that is it. Anybody have any other questions or anything, last things you want to say about the movie? We'll forever hold your peace.
CG artists need to start throwing some dirt on their shit.
Oh, good point. Yeah,
It's visually so good looking, but it's so clean. Like they showed the statues, and I was like, those are actually really good statues, but they're so clean for being statues.
I forgot to mention too, like the blue screen moments were really heavily blue or green screen, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then there was like really good visually impressive scenes, and there was really bad visually not impressive scenes.
I'm seeing a lot of chatter online that people are like, oh, this was the greatest movie ever, 80s, whatever. That the only reason they put it in theaters was to get a big chunk of their budget back, and all the revenue is going to be for streaming from the streaming sites.
That's going to be a bummer.
So I'm like,
damn you, Jeff Bezos.
I guess.
we ended on a disappointed note. No, again, I'll still hold to it that even though there's a lot of like hit and misses, that overall the vibe was just a lot of fun. You know, wasn't going to gain anything cinematically from this or like be like, well, the story, but just I had a blast.
Yeah,
you know,
same
overall.
here.
It was a fun movie. I wanted to kick someone in the chest.
I did feel like amped up afterwards. I wanted to grab some baby oil. All right, there you have it. There it is. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Doug and Rudy, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, not a problem. We'll possibly do it again. And if you want to let us know how we did on this episode or how they did on this episode or what you thought about this movie, you can do that on social media at
YHSD Pod.
on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you want to support us, again, you can do that on Venmo at.
YHSD Pod.
And if you've gone this far, type Hype Attack in the comments. But in the meantime, let us know what movies are on your growing list of films that has people asking you the question, you haven't seen that? I have the power! Yes! Dangly parts.
So we meet again.
Loins.
Anybody else horny?
Isaac, grease me up, man.
98% of my life.
Baby oil.
None from P. Diddy, though, please.
Whoa.
Nobody at the end of this episode was straight.
Yeah.
It had Jared Leto in the movie, so I can throw that joke.
They didn't use that kind of baby oil, okay?
Ah, the old times. Bye, goodbye.
Laters.